And I believe we're live. What's happening, everybody? And welcome to Combroplations. That's right. Today we're going to be doing an official next-gen console predictions episode regarding the PlayStation 5 reveal event. I'm one of your bros, Eddie, along with the inverted gamer himself, Sheps. How's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. We got a good time here tonight. For those of you guys who aren't joining us for this live video here, don't worry, we're gonna do more stuff like this. Hopefully we're gonna do something for the Xbox as well if we find an event like that. But this is going to be live where we're gonna be reading comments, we're gonna be doing our official predictions and getting a little couple of bets on right there to see who can predict what is gonna be coming at the PlayStation 5 reveal event whenever it happens. This was actually supposed to be the PlayStation 5 reveal event.
It was.
And that got cancelled for all of the crap that's going on in 2020 at the moment. So yeah, we decided to rebrand it. We decided to go for something like this. I hope you guys are all excited for this. And yeah, we've got a couple of your predictions as well who are in our Discord server. If you're watching right now and you want to drop some predictions, drop them, hit the link in the description, go to the Discord server and drop them in the write to us. What is it called? The write into us. Write into us channel right there. How's it going, gamers? All right.
That's right. But before we get too far into it, this live stream is brought to you by our amazing patrons over on patreon.com/conversations. Do you happen to have the list up?
No, I don't. Make noise.
Never mind. We love them all. There's no reason to read them all out. They've done it before. This is just an impromptu stream, so it's not needed, and they understand and appreciate us.
Thank you very much for being appreciative, guys. Thank you very much right there. Actually, okay, so I've got. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Damn it. Okay, I've got the names up right here. It's
but just in case, who do we have to thank?
Yeah. Just in case, yeah, we've got Diogo Dildo, Dan the Man, Record Friction, Catsper the Friendly Patron, and Jeremy Renner. Thank you, bro, so much for keeping the lights, the mics on, and the gaming going here at Combroplations. That's right. That was quite smooth, actually. You worked on your feet there. I like that a lot. All right,
I was like,
bro.
we got to say it, but like, what if he didn't have the list up because we were just doing a chill stream?
Oh boy, yeah. Diogo tried to save me in the chat. By the way, he was like, "Conrad, Saki, Diogo, Catsper." Yeah, there you go. You see, so it's changed because it's the next month. But thank you everybody for helping us out. It's amazing. We appreciate all of you guys. All right, boys.
Just learn the list.
I should just learn the list. I did learn it for last month. I was like, I could do this anytime. Anytime you want it, I can give it to you.
But it does change.
It does change, unfortunately. All right, guys. So as I said, today is gonna be our official PlayStation 5 reveal predictions episode. The way that we're gonna do this, we are gonna go one by one. We're going to read out our predictions, give our cases for it. You guys are going to have to record these as well. So write them down somewhere so you can call us out on our bullshit afterwards. Because there may be times where we go, don't know if that really counts. Maybe half a point, something like that. So we're going to need you guys to judge this. We're going to go one by one, give our predictions, give our cases for them. And then afterwards, we're going to read out your predictions you guys have written in our Discord server. Bro, do you want to go first or should I?
Yeah, I'm gonna go strong.
Go on, bro. Give me your big one. Give me your big one right here.
I think so. Just to be clear, this is for what we think they're gonna do at this when they actually do this thing.
Yes, when they announce
just
this
in general.
event. When they announce this event, this next event that was supposed to be the one that was supposed to happen today. Whenever that event happens, what is going to happen at that event?
We're gonna see a PS5.
Ooh, you're starting off with a big hitter. All right. All right.
I got another one as well.
Shit. Well, first of all, explain why you think why you think the PlayStation 5 is going to be there. Because in our True Gamer episode, you was giving me all the reasons why we wouldn't get to see the console. You were like this, you were like that. Give me your reasoning. What's changed?
So the reason I was saying then that they didn't need to show it was because they had all the stuff that we saw secondhand, right? We saw them with the Unreal 5 engine. We saw the Ghost of Tsushima stuff. And so because of that, and that wasn't even Sony stuff, it bought them some time, right? But because this has been delayed and it's getting pushed back into, I reckoned when this thing was going to happen today, after today, assuming it went ahead, they would have maybe 4 to 6 weeks of like grace period before they had to show us something. And I feel like the fact that this got delayed after, what was that, within maybe 2 weeks of them saying, yeah, we're still on schedule, everything's happening for the sort of holiday release time. The fact that this got delayed and is being pushed back, um, I just think they're in need of attention. I think they're gonna realize that that grace period isn't fully there. So I think they will slightly change. I think they weren't planning on doing it,
That's what I was
and
gonna
they're gonna
ask
change it
you.
up.
I was gonna
Yeah,
ask you. So you think they weren't planning on doing
yeah.
it, and because
And
they've
now
been
they will.
delayed, they've been delayed into that grace period. So now they're gonna go for it. Ooh, okay, all
That's
right.
my opinion. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense right there. Ooh, boy. Okay, guys, what do you
What about
think
you?
about that? What do you think about that, lads? In the comment section, drop it in, and after I tell you my one, then we'll read out some comments just there. So I said on the True Gamer podcast that I think they would show it, and it would be a baller move if they did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've written down here.
That's it.
I've written down here that they won't show it,
Interesting.
but
Now, hold on. Are you saying that just because? Are you saying that because I led with now? I think that they're going to show it, or did you change? Did you really have that down?
no, I have that written down in a note here. I've written like 5 points down here, and I said maybe they won't show the PS5. I mean, I wanted it to be, that was my hype prediction. I was like, oh my god, wouldn't that be so cool? Just right at the end, they just go, and it's been running on this, and they just pull off a nice velvety like cloth or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like, boom.
Everything you've seen here today has been running on whoosh. Here it is.
Exactly.
Unit. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that would be amazing. But
it's 2020, so it's never happening.
Right, we gotta be realistic. We gotta be realistic with this, man. Yeah,
So we flipped.
that's what I thought before starting this. But I'm gonna change it one more time. We're gonna change it one more time, and I'll bring it back. And I'm gonna say they are going to show the PlayStation 5 at this next event, sir.
Okay.
That's what they're going to do.
Beginning or end of the show? Do you think? Do you think they lead it with they're like, do you know what? Frick it. You want to see it? We want to show you. Here it is.
Like,
and look what it's running.
We're
Or
not
do you
gonna
think
make
they
you
wait till
wait
the
any
end?
longer. We're not gonna make you wait any longer. No. I think they'll leave it till the end. I think
Yeah.
the better way to do it, the more showmanship way to do it, is to go, check out this game, check out this game, check out this game, and here's the console. I think that would be the way to do it.
I agree.
But it would be they would, in one of my other predictions that I've got going on here, it would make sense for them to actually show the console first. I won't go into that other prediction, but then I'll mention it when we come to it afterwards.
Why don't you just go into it? Because this ended up being the same basic prediction. So do your next one. Let's see your next one.
All right, let me do my next one, then we'll read a few of these comments. Thank you, by the way, D. Yeah, I do have a long beard. It's actually hanging off my face. Right, it's quite good. I got some beard creams and stuff like that, beard balms and stuff. My next prediction. They will both announce and show The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima running on a PlayStation 5, with the next update to give all the gorgeous visuals running on a PlayStation 5.
Okay. I dig it.
I feel like so that's the prediction that I'm saying. If they could show the console first, and they go, and when you get this console in November, you'll get to play your favorite games, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, in beautiful next-gen quality graphics, and
yeah, two of the games you already own and love.
Right.
This is what they'll look like.
Yeah. And they'll show like snippets of what it will look like, and it'll be like these gorgeous like God rays coming through, and it'll like all of them 4K 60 frames per second. Like, oh my god, that's so amazing, and stuff like that. That would be so cool right there.
As long as they don't compare it to what it looks like on a PS4 Pro, it's a good move. If they just go, here it is.
Oh boy, yeah. Don't do a Microsoft and highlight how bad your previous console is, and then show the
current
new
flagship. Yeah,
so bad. Yeah, Jazz is saying, "Oh, that will definitely be. It will definitely be in the last segment." He goes for the PlayStation, but then he goes, "Oh, I hope they do that." But I can see them focusing on new games and exclusive to the PS5. That's true, but I'm not sure how many exclusives they're gonna be for them to talk about in this event. Granted, if you're showing off the console, there's not much more you need to show. So if you don't show many games after that, no problem. But if they do want to show off some games, they can show off Ghost of Tsushima. They can show off The Last of Us if it's running on PlayStation 5. But yeah,
So
go ahead. Give me your next
my
prediction.
second prediction: if they don't show the console,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to show us the PSVR 2.
Ooh, now
Yeah.
that's a hot one. That's
Yeah.
a hot one right there. I'm a big fan of the current PlayStation VR headset. I've been playing a lot of Iron Man VR recently, so that sticks out. That's a really nice one for me. Shit, I didn't even think about the PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to show us some new tech.
Ooh.
I think what they'll do is they'll pick a very taxing VR game, something that's just like there's no way this can play on the console, you know, and it won't be Beat Saber, you know, and shut up, Bleach. Your predictions are dirt. Frick
Your
you.
predictions are dirt. It's like, get that
Frick
shit out
you.
of there. God damn it. You guys,
Right?
come on.
Yeah, I think they'll show us something like that, and they'll say, you know, this is the power of the PS5. You know, I think we'll get something like that, or maybe a tech demo like we've been calling for, showing how quickly it renders with
Yeah.
the like that top-down view of someone looking around and it rendering as they look.
Yes.
That's what I think we need. I think we're going to see something
Ooh.
like that.
You
Yeah.
know, do you know of a game called Vader Immortal?
Vader Immortal.
It's a Star Wars game. It's an Oculus game at the moment. It's only on certain VR headsets. It's not on PSVR. But I think next month it might be releasing on the PlayStation VR. Now,
Sick.
that has the potential. Obviously, it's been tuned to run on PCs. That could be a really good one. And what other hype game could you use to show off your new headset than a fucking Star Wars game? Having Darth
Right.
Vader just pop in, that would be some shit right there. Woo!
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I've seen. I'm not familiar with it, but I've seen stuff before and be like, oh man, I really want to play this, and then you
Yeah.
can't play it unless you have a PC.
Yeah. Just Nutter says PSVR 2 would be great, but if they do, I hope they announce that the headset for PSVR 1 will work with PSVR games on PS5. You don't have to just buy something to help it work. So that's a good point. They did say that the PSVR 1 headset will work with PlayStation 5, but they haven't said anything about the games. Now, I'd assume they would still make them sort of backwards compatible, or even forward compatible, whichever way it is, because the install base for PSVR headsets is small in comparison to the whole consoles. So
Yeah, I mean, like
I wouldn't want to alienate everyone.
your your PS VR1 games will definitely be played on a PS5, right?
Yeah.
It's just, will that headset be able to run the new games? Just because things like we saw Mark Cerny talk about how it went from 4 directional to 1,000 directions for sound input and stuff, you know?
Right. This is the
Output,
perfect
sorry.
application for it.
So you know, that's one of my thoughts.
That's a juicy one. That's a juicy one. Oof. A lot of the guys in the chat, they're like, "Oh, VR. Oh God, VR. Have you guys tried VR? Try it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Just don't try any
Even
driving
me.
games."
Don't try driving games. But even I was like, you know, VR's not ready. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm like, it's not ready. It's just, you know, maybe in 10 years, that kind of thing. And then I played shit with you. I played that Batman game.
Oh,
And I felt like I was going to fall off the skyscraper, and I was like, "No, that's it. I'm sold.
sold.
It's sick." I mean, like we need the games to develop, but it works. You know, we need there to be enough games out there for you to play of different genres and stuff. And there's definitely stuff that, like, I don't want to play Call of Duty like that, you know.
Yeah.
But anything mystery based or puzzle based, like, yeah, it's so good. Party games, yeah.
They're the cool ones. They're
So
the
good.
cool ones.
Yeah.
A couple of guys actually are saying that they do like it. D says VR is actually pretty lit. It's really fun and really immersive.
Yeah.
Jess goes, VR is sick. Summer goes, I'm too poor. I don't have the games for them.
Yeah,
And D tells him to get a job. Well, that's the solution. Have you tried being rich? Try being
Yeah,
rich.
just have money, bro.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. I'd recommend it. I spoke to James, and he told me, bro, just be a successful YouTuber, have tons of patrons pay you money, and then that's it.
And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna be better now.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
That's
good
it right there.
advice.
Good advice.
Good
Solid
advice.
advice right there.
That's right.
All right, shall I read out my third prediction? I think it's third now,
Before
right?
that, have we got any predictions on the Discord that we should read? Did people
Yeah.
write in?
People did.
I'm
I was wondering if we should read it. Should we read it now or after, so it doesn't, so people don't say, "Oh, you tried to copy our predictions" or anything like that. Or should we
Okay.
read
All
them?
right.
I don't mind at all, whichever way you want it.
Let's do our next ones.
Let's do our next ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You go first, bro.
here's one. Here's one.
Lay it on me, bro.
Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn is going to get a gameplay demo at this event.
Gameplay. Oh, okay, yeah, like an AC Valhalla gameplay.
No.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got you.
A
I'm with
real-
you, buddy. That's right. A gameplay reveal. Yeah, good one.
No,
Yeah,
none of that. None
Here's
of
the
that
game, and it's
AC
playing.
Valhalla nonsense. None of them Ubisoft lies. None of that shit over there. We mean
Yeah.
an actual gameplay demo where they play the game on the stream for you right there.
Right.
And it will be the very first time we see anything of it, so it will be a major jump. They'll skip the tease, they'll skip the trailer, they'll skip the weird adverts teasing you up to it, and they'll just go straight into gameplay demo. And I think that's what we'll get. I think that's what we'll get at this
Okay.
event right here. Yeah.
Interesting. I was thinking we'll see a game, but I was thinking it would be COD. That's my next prediction.
Oh shit! Yeah,
We'll see a Call of Duty there.
that's the thing we've said as well. So like, usually they show the next COD off in May. It hasn't happened so far.
Yeah.
Obviously they're making another COD. You can bet on that as
Yeah.
sure as D's gonna suck at video games. And we haven't had anything just yet, and it's a PlayStation sort of
This one's
partnership.
is this one supposed to be the Blops One cold reboot,
Yes.
soft reboot?
Yes.
So what I expect, I'll tell you what I expect to see is, it will be the, oh my god, what is this game? Who knows? And we'll see the blinking like how Blops One started,
I see
and
what
then
you
we'll start
mean.
to see some of that gritty warfare stuff playing in 4K, 60 FPS, whatever, right?
Mhm.
And it's just going to run through, and you go, wow, that's amazing. Well, it's Call of Duty. That's what Call of Duty is going to look like in the future, like in 3 months' time. Yeah, that's what I suspect.
I could see
That
that.
was my big one.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
What? How do you feel about Call of Duty? Because I swear, so we grew up on Call of Duty, right? So maybe we have that certain nostalgia
Wait, you grew
inside
up?
us. I haven't grown up just yet. I mean, I was a figure of
Right.
speech. We're never gonna grow up. We're still children inside. We grew up on Call of Duty, so we have that soft spot for it every time it gets announced, and we're like, "Oh shit, do you remember those days? Do you remember those days?"
Yeah.
And
As
I
long as there's
tried
no
them.
double jumps.
Oh yeah, oh fucking hell. I think they've learned their lesson. I think they've learned
Yeah.
their lesson now. After what was
No
it?
wall running and
Advanced
stuff.
warfare and stuff like that. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
I tend to buy every Call of Duty that comes out and then play it for a little bit and then realize why I don't play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah.
What if this was to be Black Ops 1? As we said before, one of our favorite Black Ops. So one of our favorite
We
CODs.
hated it at the time, though. We complained so much about it at the time. It's
That's
looking
true.
back and realizing what it gave us. That's
Yeah.
what we appreciate, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I also feel like as we've got older, that period, that honeymoon period has got shorter and shorter and shorter.
Oh yes.
You know, like for Blops One, we were in it for a good 6 months, you know. By the
Mm.
time we were at Modern Warfare 3, it was maybe like 5, then 4, and then the last one we played, which I don't remember what it was called. Oh, the was it Blops 3 with the blackout or whatever it was?
Yes, Blops 3, yes.
I hardly played any of that.
I know what you
Like
mean.
any of it,
Mhm.
you know. So, oh man, I want it to be good, and also like the Korean War, Vietnam War.
Vietnam.
It's such a good era because you got modern tech mostly, right? But you've still got enough room to have like spy stuff because not everybody has a mobile phone, not everybody's connected to the internet. You know,
Yes.
there isn't CCTV everywhere. Um, oh man, it's just perfect for this stuff, and there's still so much like um so what okay, one of the things about like that I love about space, you know, like space movies and NASA and the Martian and stuff like that, is that
Yeah.
it feels like today there are no great adventures left,
Yeah.
right? That there are no great unknowns really for anybody to discover other than going to Mars, right? And
Hmm.
so the thing about that time frame is that a ton of stuff still isn't known, right? And can rockets work like this? What about jets? Can you do like mind control stuff? They're doing experiments like on from Stranger Things on LSD babies to see if they can make stuff psychic, and you know, like it's a weird time, like it's a super interesting time. I feel like it's a great place to set one of these things. You know,
Yeah.
man, I want it to be good. I want it to be good.
I want it to be good, but
Please
the
be
thing is,
good.
I feel like the game lives or dies by its multiplayer because it is essentially it is a
Yeah.
multiplayer game. As much as we like the story that is like what, like 5-10 hours, and we bang through it and we're like, okay, that was a good story. It was great, no problem. And the multiplayer is always plagued by issues because too many people play them, and then there are too many exploits that people just come up with, and then they balance
Hmm.
it one way, they balance it the other, and then it never works out. I don't think Call of Duty has ever been great. It's always been had problems, and it's the amount of how much people are willing to tolerate. Because back in the day when it was like Modern Warfare days and MW2 days, it was fantastic to play, and there was problems for sure, but we just sort of tolerated it. And I
It
think,
kind of bounced out because everybody had those problems. You know.
that too. But I
Um,
feel like the bigger that they got, we just sort of become less tolerant of their shit. We were like,
yeah.
fucking hell, stop making a terrible fucking. Make something good and perfect. God damn it, we give you millions of dollars every single year. Come on.
So like I feel like maybe Modern Warfare 2 was so perfectly broken that it all worked. You know, it's like you see those cars or something in India where it's being held together by like the engine's 90% weld. Most of the engine is gone now, but it works. But if you fix anything, it will break.
Yeah.
If you do it, you know, like if you try and make it the way it was supposed to be, the system will break down. You know, it's fallen in such a way that the building's holding up perfectly.
Mm.
You change one thing and the rest of it's going to come down. Um, and but tell me you've seen that video of these two kids on the front of I think it's a lorry in India, and one's at the bottom and the one's at the top pouring water into the radiator, and the other one's
Oh,
catching it at the bottom. And tell me you've
yes.
seen that. It's so
Yes.
sick. It's so sick. I love stuff like that. So cool.
Humans will find a
Um,
way, you know?
right, they really will. But so I almost feel like maybe COD should just release a game that is kind of broken in a sense, and just don't even fix it. Just make it more insane. You
that
know?
that was the thing I was saying. Like, it was back in the day. I think when we started to find what it was one of the Call of Duties we were playing, and then we went back and we played COD 4, and we was like, oh my god, it's just all hacked lobbies. Fucking,
Yeah.
but it's fun though. It's fun. Oh my god, this is so fun. We're all flying around unlimited noob tubes. It's just so
Yes.
great. It was so much fun. I
Yeah.
mean, I couldn't play it for more than 20 minutes,
I
but
mean,
I'd play two games.
no,
I'd be like, oh, that was
like
so fun. All right, let me go play a different game now.
100% hack lobby is too much, you know. But
Yeah.
like, so for example, Modern Warfare 2, right? Your secondary as the spaz.
Oh.
Are you are you joking? Like, so
Cool, I can have a
yeah, I feel
sniper
like
rifle and a sniper rifle. No problem. That's great.
right, exactly. Just there's, I think maybe that's the way they should do it. Do you know what it is? I feel like COD is the Marvel movies, right? Where although COD went backwards, Marvel movies got better, and CODs have seemed to be
Yeah.
like not doing that. But
Yeah.
it's not true cinema,
It's
but
not.
it's really entertaining, right? It's huge. It's way bigger than any true cinema. You
Yeah.
know,
It's a theme park ride, but it's a great theme park ride.
that's exactly it. That's perfect. Yeah.
Um, I wanted to bring up this. Guys in the chat are talking about how how is it that Call of Duty is $60 and how people still pay $60 every year for this game, millions of people. Do you have any problem with the price of Call of Duty?
I feel like back in the day, the pricing was right,
Mm.
where we were getting a good camp. Like COD 4, MW2, World at
Mm.
War, Black Ops 1. Those all had really genuinely decent campaigns.
Yeah.
Stuff that you could kind of, I mean, you're not going to spend a lot of time, but you could spend time offline doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then at the time, pretty much the best in the world for Joe Average to play online,
Yeah.
like the multiplayer. But now, one of the CODs, what was the last one that came out and just had no story? There was no
Mm,
campaign to it. Was that one of the CODs?
I
I feel
think
like
so. They came out
one of the
with
recent ones did.
Modern Warfare's Warzone, but that was just the battle royale
Right.
online thing, and that was like free for everyone. So at least they
So,
didn't
like,
charge for that.
Apex Legends is free, and it's
Yeah.
a really good Call of Duty game. You
Yeah.
know, like it's literally Respawn. It's fast paced. It's fun. It's quirky. It's all that stuff, right? Um, it's fast time to kill, but it's also super skill based. There's all sorts of stuff, and it's free. Why? I feel like 60 is too much. I do think
Yeah.
60 is too much. I think we pay £40 roughly, somewhere in there. I feel like maybe 30 is probably about right. Actually, £30, that would be what, $40, $45,
Mm,
because there isn't a multiplayer, there isn't a single player really. I know they do it, but it's like a throwaway, as far as I'm concerned. And no one's playing it, man. No matter how good it is, I know people raved about Modern Warfare's multiplayer, and for what bit of it I played, yeah, it was good, but
yeah, I feel you on
people
that
buy it for the
one.
multiplayer.
I feel you on that one. Uh, you know, I don't think Call of Duty's in a weird spot in terms of the price for me, because back in the day it was $60, and a lot of the guys in the comments they're saying that it shouldn't be $60 because the campaigns for the most part are wank and the multiplayer sucks cock.
Hmm.
That's
It's
a po-
fair criticism.
polarizing opinion right there. Back in the
No,
day it
no,
used to
it's
be.
not. This is that whole thing in America. No one's on the other side of this. COD is too expensive. You
it,
know,
it's expensive, and the problem is that they still, back in the day it used to be $60. That was it. You play the game and you got the game. Now you pay $60, and then it's also littered with microtransactions and a battle pass, and then also a season pass, and all of that funding. A lot of people don't realize it. A lot of that funding is just so they can bring out esports events that no one else gives the fuck about. I don't give a shit about the esports events that they're trying to fund on the side and make the prize pool $2 billion and get more people to come in and more people to watch. I just want to play the game. I just want to play 2 games at night with my bros.
it's
Come
tough
on.
because so I feel you, but I also appreciate esports. I like esports. I like the fact
Ah,
that more
you
Bruv, I
suck.
like the fact that more people watch like the Fortnite World Cup or whatever than watch the Super Bowl. You know, I dig that there are
But the
huge
average
events
age is
going.
like 6. God.
Yeah, well, forget Fortnite. It was an example. Like, what's another big one? What's a big freaking game? What about like Rocket League and stuff? Those events are kind of cool to watch, right? But I mean, a lot of it can be done without needing these giant halls and stuff. It can be a stream event, you know.
Mm,
Um, so I agree that they're spending a lot of money on these events just to push sales for a game that people are already done buying,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And I would rather use make the game cheaper up front. I don't mind paying for a game, you know, make it cheaper up front and put some microtransactions in that fit,
That's
and
the
then you can use whatever money you generate from your fan base to do stuff for your fan base, you know.
That's the thing. If they were to say, "All right, guys, what we're gonna do? We're gonna this game is gonna have microtransactions in it. Therefore, we're gonna make the game cheaper." It would then at least show that they have confidence in their game.
Mate,
But
how much
because
goodwill's that going to buy you?
right,
Tons.
D brings up a good point. Fortnite ruined multiplayer in a way because of its stupid fucking battle pass. Before Fortnite came along, we didn't know about the battle pass. That wasn't even a thing until they came along, and then it infected every single
Well,
game ever.
hold on. Uh, I feel you. So do you know what? Fortnite came out with the idea, but the way they do it's pretty good. Call of Duty, you kind
Yes.
of just need it to get access, right? The
Mhm.
Fortnite one, you can play. The game is free to play, and you can even unlock some of that stuff, not a lot, but some of it, like a tenth of it, just by playing normally, right? But nothing in the game is out of your reach in terms of the gameplay,
I agree with
skins
you.
and stuff. I like the way Fortnite did it. I think Fortnite's done. There's a reason that whatever that guy's name who runs Epic has that plasma ball in his study, and
Is
you
it
don't. Do you know
Todd?
what I
Is
mean?
it
He's a
Todd
billionaire for a
Sweeney?
reason.
Todd Sweeney, is
Yeah,
it?
I think it is Todd Sweeney.
Yeah, I think
Him
so.
and his plasma ball, they
Yes.
earned that, right? The battle pass, that the way they did it, I think it's actually great. Personally,
Mm,
I don't even play Fortnite these days, but I just think they've done a lot of really good things. Um,
mm.
and I think if you say, look, yeah, we're gonna include microtransactions, and because of that, we're making it cheaper for you. Like, here's the game. It used to be $60 and now it's 45.
That would be
You
so
know?
great. I can't imagine a world where that would happen, but that would buy you, as you said, would buy you tons of goodwill with your customers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. By the way, Darkness Eyes, I know it's Tim. I made the mistake one time of calling him Todd 17 times in a video, and I quickly taught myself that it's not Todd Sweeney.
Um, I'll tell you the one thing I think Fortnite has done that's a problem
Yeah.
is it, like, playing with your friends has got harder and harder and harder. Like, we would often, back in the days of COD, have to go to Ground War because there'd be like 8 or 9 of us, right?
Yeah.
And the regular games are 6. And then it goes down to Fortnite in a lot of these things and it's 4. And now
Oh,
a lot of them
yeah.
are 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, 3 is fun, don't get me wrong, but at least 4 of my buddies is like, that's a team, it's a fire team. We feel like when we get host or something, we can feel like we're the real SAS or something
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
work in teams of 4. But 3 is just a weird number, man.
Yeah.
It is a magic number, but it's a weird one as well.
The only successful
Jeff
3
likes
is
Fortnite. Frick you.
fake gamer, fake gamer. I mean, he plays inverted. You should have known that already. So, with I agree with what you said about that. Fortnite did the battle pass thing very well. Everyone else since has really done it shit, and it's
Yeah,
just been a
completely
way. It's just been a way to facilitate more microtransactions for everyone
Money
else.
grubbing. Make a good game. Like,
Yeah.
look, whether or not you like it, Fortnite is quite popular. And one of the reasons it's popular is it's so accessible, and they've made a lot of pro gamer decisions. Forget consumer, pro gamer decisions. You can play the 100% of that game completely for free. You know, you can
Yeah.
even get around the battle pass. You can buy the battle pass once, and if you're playing enough, you never have to buy it again. You can earn it each time around. It's not even that hard.
Yeah.
But that one of their things is if you're playing it that much, probably you do want a skin or two. So you maybe buy one or two. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they make it so easy for you to play that you're also more likely to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they have got their model spot on. That's just my personal opinion, though. I mean,
No, I agree with you.
feel free to disagree and be wrong.
I agree with you. In the disagree with you and be wrong. I just noticed you said that. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, right there.
Hold on, just 1 second.
Something's not right. Oh boy. Jas brings up a point. He says the way that Destiny have done it is good because it's just emotes and cosmetics, which is fine. Yeah. It's like if you want to pay money, all you're gonna get is these emotes, you're gonna get these cosmetics, it's gonna do absolutely nothing else. Choose to buy it or not, no problem. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel you on that, except where Destiny got things wrong was it made us pay for the same game twice.
Yes. That was the bit where they burnt me a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I went back to them afterwards and I bought more content updates from them because they were going away from Activision, and previous to this they were with Activision. That's why I think they did that move. But it was Destiny 1. Oh my god, we've built up to be this amazing game. Guys, we're bringing out such a huge update. We're going to put the number 2 on it. Let's go.
Right.
It's the same game.
Right.
That was hilarious to me. Do you have any more predictions? Because I have a couple more.
Go on, let me hear yours, because
All right.
I feel like I've gone through most of mine. Yeah.
So, my next prediction is that they're going to show off a revolutionary new UI for the console, for the PlayStation 5.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
right now, I think the PlayStation 4 has it almost spot on. It is fast. It is fluid. It's just a picture of a game. You want to play this game? Click the button. That's it. None of this.
Right.
Press an options button to do something, to launch it, to put it in a window, to do that. No bullshit.
I'm completely with you.
Just great. And also, The whole system software of PlayStation, fantastic. Rarely updates. It's just, and every now and again when it does have to do it, it's very quick. It does it in the background. Those infamous stability updates. It's fantastic. But I think there's a little bit of room for improvement. One thing I'd like to see, is some sort of multiplayer network. So you select a bunch of friends, let's say, and you put them in a dedicated list, which you can do right now on a PlayStation 4. And you to be able to see sort of like previews of what they're playing. So, you know, a bit like how you know, there's some websites where you hover over the thumbnail and then you get to see a preview of the video.
Yes. I mean, you can kind of do that with Discord.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Exactly. Where you sort of hover over them and it says playing X or streaming this or whatever it might be. But there are some video websites. I can't remember what video websites it is, but you hover over the thumbnail and it shows you a preview of the clip. You guys in the chat, maybe you know, maybe you know. I would love to see something like that for, say, like, oh, bro, you're playing, I don't know, whatever it might be, Ghost of Tsushima, whatever it might be, and I hover over your name, and I'm like, oh, I can see like a snapshot of you like riding through the grass or something like that. That would be very, very cool. You see, Super Bleach got it. Super Bleach got it in the chat right there.
What did he say?
Pornhub.
Oh, yeah, that was the one. Orange YouTube, you mean, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sorry, YouTube. Shit, why didn't I think of that one? Yeah. God damn it.
Oh, Game Chat Alive and Rohit, how you doing, boys?
Hey, welcome to the stream, lads. Welcome to the stream.
I dig that. The thing is as well, you could have it as an option to be like play offline or play in private mode or something like that, right? If you're trying a new game out. I dig that. I also, do you know what I would like? I didn't even consider this. How about making it easy for DICE to do their own frickin' job and making it so that we can join in the same game on the same team?
Oh my god.
You know, like how about you have a thing where you join a party with someone and you tell your PlayStation, yep, when this guy goes to start a new game, put me in his lobby on his team, and the PlayStation looks at the game and feels out what's going on and goes, yeah, there's space on his team, and just adds you to the game. How about that?
How is that such a difficult concept for other people to understand, like developers and console developers and stuff like that? How is that such a hard thing for them to understand?
How about while you're playing the game, right, between load screens or waiting for lobbies, because that's one of the things no one's considered, right? The lobbies might still take 5 or 10 minutes if you can't find the people to play your weird, obscure game type that you're playing.
Yeah.
So you can minimize it into a small window and have the main window as Netflix.
Yeah, that would be fun. The thing is that
as soon as you switch back to it, it just
the only downside with that is that it does sap away from the console's performance. So but that's
what I'm saying.
They tried to be able to do that with the Xbox One. Obviously, the Xbox One didn't have that much power.
There's nowhere near enough power.
Yeah, nowhere near. Now we have a lot of power, so maybe it's possible. So yeah. But it does take away from the console's power, and it does mean that they have to set aside a certain amount of like RAM and console power and stuff like that.
I mean, if it's a games console, right? So presuming that the guys making the UI's decisions are going, okay, anytime it's prioritizing between game or like say the Netflix, like the example I just gave, when you switch to the game window, it just cuts everything for Netflix. You know, and you just it turns it off. It instantly closes the app and you come back because Netflix will remember where you were, right? It lets Netflix worry about that. It just kills it, and then you got 100% of your power for the game.
Yeah. Understand?
I mean, I'm sure it's way more complicated than I made it sound.
Hey, they've managed to figure out
their problem.
They figured out rest mode, which is fucking wizardry in my opinion. How they got that done was
I'm feeling like with the PS5, you're going to give it the look, you know, the bedroom eyes, and it's just going to turn on. You're not even going to have to touch the controller. You reach for the controller, and by the time you've picked it up, you're already like getting attacked by the last mob you're fighting. You know?
I can see a day when like you look at your woman with those bedroom eyes, and she's like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And then you look over at your PlayStation turns on. You're like, "See? At least someone finds me sexy. God damn it. All right, let's go." A couple of comments just here. Jess says they shouldn't have a live feed of gameplay, but show little montages of game, maybe clips you have uploaded by you as well. That's a good idea as well. It might limit it might show like the most awesome stuff. They already have that what's new section on the PlayStation 4 dashboard, which shows like clips and stuff like that. It doesn't autoplay anything, and it's not very well formatted. I never find myself wanting to go in there, but maybe there might be a social section that could be quite cool. Also, Gamer Chat Live says Pornhub on PS5. Hells yeah, I want that 4K experience. Here we go.
PSVR 2.
Oh, that's what we need.
think
Integration for Pornhub to PSVR 2. That's what we need, lads. That's what we need.
Yeah, I think it will probably do something like. No, I completely lost it as I was saying that. As I was saying it, it's just gone. It's just gone.
Just disappeared. Get it back. Get it back like last time.
What were we? Oh, streaming. There we go.
There we
Streaming
go.
for like YouTube and Twitch. I think there's a good chance this will be like it's already fairly easy to do with the PlayStation. It's just a little bit clunky, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe this next generation is just like the barrier to entry to be a streamer. Just down now. You need a PlayStation on your phone and you're in, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Summer Dylan says you could have it so that the PS5 can automatically make you join your friend's lobby but doesn't close your game you were in before. So if you change your mind, you could go back, or if not, then close. That's a good point. If the console's powerful enough, I mean, the Xbox is coming out with that multiple game suspend mode thing where you've got multiple games in the background.
That's interesting, isn't it?
That is a very good system. As long as it doesn't take away too much from the console.
So do you know what's
I would
funny?
love it.
That Xbox system, I'm like, it's a cool idea. I think that's super futuristic, but I don't see myself ever really using it. Maybe 2 games.
Exactly. We said 2 games, right? That's probably only 2 games.
Max. And to be honest, I don't mind just ejecting one disc and putting another one in.
Yep.
Don't mind. It's a convenience. If it's there, I would use it. But as a single player experience, not that big a deal. But for multiplayer, for where it's like you playing something offline, Forza or whatever the frick, and then your friend joins, you're like, okay, once he's got into a lobby, chuck me in. Now that's something I might use.
That is a good point, yeah.
Being able to just switch between the two, solid meh. Being able to switch between the two because I'm jamming with my buddies, that's a big shout.
That is a good point. And that'll be the perfect use for it. That is probably what people are going to use for it, rather than the 70 games that you have running in the background like they showed in that demo and whatnot. But
70
at least
games you've never heard of. Yeah.
Never heard of, right? A quick shout out to our boy Aiden Robertson, who, by the way, just in this stream, just joined to be a new patron. Thank you very much, bros.
Gaming.
You are supporting us and we love you for it. Thank you so much. He also says, Sheps actually brings up a good idea, like saying PlayStation on, kind of like an Alexa. And kind of like Xbox did with Xbox One before they got rid of the Kinect.
Okay. If there's voice commands, I'm going to have to come up with something like something really Star Trek or something. Like make it so, a computer. Find me, gaming or something like that. I want to be able to adjust it. So
Jarvis, could you please?
Yes, bruv. Yes, Friday. Turn on COD.
And you need to give it an Irish accent, like yes, boss.
Mate, that's a shout. That's a shout. If we can, because look, you can tell Siri to like call you different things, can't you? I just surely you can tell PlayStation that its command is no longer PlayStation, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's
maybe don't do a day of the week.
Don't do something as common as that.
Right. Or maybe make it some Assassin's Creed bullshit. Something in Latin.
Hey ho, molto bene. Yes, there you go. So I've been learning a lot of Italian right here. D put up a question right here. He goes, you know what features the PS5 controller should have? It should moan when you plug a cable into it, and it should scream when you drop it.
That's a shout.
Boy.
Mate, I mean, you guys laugh, but Death Stranding had that kind of.
Oh yeah, with the baby. Yes.
Yeah.
So tell the lads what you did. Tell the lads what you did with the controller there. Go give them a little insight.
Turns out, rocking the baby, even in video games, is not a contest of speed. They're just doing it as fast as possible.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
mate. Mate, because the thing is, I'm like, it's a video game. I'll just shake it really, really hard, and he'll like, I'll fill up his meter. You know, I'm trying to find my little game exploits, right? We all know that there are invulnerability frames in certain games, and it's part of the game, so you exploit it, right? And yeah, it turns out BB does not like shaking babies. Not their number one thing.
I
Just
love
just
I love how you saw that they're like, oh, you're gonna have to rock the baby in order to make it better again. No problem. I guess I have to rock this controller like I would rock a baby. Let me shake the fuck out of it to make it stop.
death
Fucking
grip it,
god damn it, son of a man.
right?
All the way, Jess.
And
Thank
fun
you.
fact, it
Thank
goes
you.
red. The
Oh.
lights go red. Baby starts crying.
Yes, it
Yes.
does. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Oh shit. We just got is that a donation? Oh, okay. So
I don't know.
that was just Aiden's pledge that came up for $1.
Gaming.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
Wait, you're telling me people can pledge on Patreon for as little as $1 a month?
A little as
That's
$1 a month.
You can't say that, can you? You just you said a little as $1. Yeah, you never do it. First take. Just, okay, edit that out of this live stream. We'll do it again. Go
sure.
again. Go.
Okay. For a little,
Right.
no, I fucked it up again. Sorry, bro.
God damn it! Cut.
Oh boy. Hold on a sec, Aiden. It said you had to re-pledge again. That's strange. Anyway, we'll
What?
talk about that afterwards. Whatever that says. Get back in the coal mine, says Summer Dylan, and then his Xbox turns on. That's a good command. That's a good command right there.
There you go. Just
Oh,
doing
boy.
some bits. Beep.
Beep.
You know, bit of stones. Boop.
There you go. It's like, baby, get off
Send
of
your
my...
pantaloons.
You know, it was a weird time on the internet. Boop.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god, I've broken another game. Powering down.
Shut up. It was my fault. Boop.
Okay, I've got one more prediction for you. This is a bonus prediction right here. If this happens, which is totally not likely to happen, this one I'm telling you right now, it's not likely to happen.
They're not giving us the price.
Oh no, it's not the price. Could you imagine? There'd be too much information in one stream for that.
A little bit of me thinks they're going to come out first.
It's possible because they did announce the price at E3 when they announced the PlayStation 4, and this is E3 time. But then, of course, they did show us the console before, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
My prediction. So Horizon Zero Dawn came out in 2017, but was teased in 2015. So 2 years before it. If there's a chance that we are getting the sequel to God of War in 2 years' time, we might get a teaser for God of War today. Well, not at this event.
I could see a teaser for sure. I could see, like Atreus lying somewhere or like hanging from a mountain or something, and then just this, whoosh, and then like a cape and a hammer.
Oh, yes,
and then it just fades to black.
Oh.
And then ideally, something Kratos, a boy or something.
Yeah, I could see it. And the thing is that like before they couldn't do a teaser because, I mean, it's God of War. That's not really something that we really like anymore. Like we moved away from. Yeah, we've moved away from God of War. But the way they did it with the gameplay reveal to be the first thing to show, that was amazing. We love God of War now. Any hint of God of War and people will go crazy. Like you said,
it's weird though as well. I feel like they showed us a ton of the game being played in that gameplay reveal.
They did. They just did a whole 20-minute gameplay demo live on stage for the first time we ever saw it. That was fucking unbelievable.
And called it a gameplay reveal with all this gameplay. It was crazy.
Strange, right? It's weird that they called
time
it
on the
that.
internet. Yeah. I'm gonna tweet Ashraf. Hold on.
Tweet Ashraf now. Let him know what the fuck you guys doing over there. God damn it. And then we'll hear about it on the next As Always podcast.
Right.
But if they come up with something, all you need is a boy. All you need is a boy. And then that is it. You have got everyone. Everyone is hyped. It is the talk of the fucking internet.
Yeah.
It will take over every other stupid thing that's happening in 2020 and everyone will talk about it. That will be the...
Agreed.
That'll be it. I was gonna
That's big,
say,
man. If we see a God of War teaser,
are you feeling the
that's
hype? Are you feeling
that's
it?
genuinely that's the only one I really would care about. Like, we will get the consoles, we will see them. We'll get a price eventually, even if it's next year. We'll get it.
Yeah,
But seeing that, mate, that was the game of the decade, or
that
one
was
of them. I think there were three really game of the decades, but
it.
just
It's my game of all time. Like I've said, it's the game that I love the most. I think it is genuinely perfect. I don't think
yeah,
there's anything I can fault it for. And if there are faults, they're so minor that I can't think about them because of how amazing the game actually is.
mate, even if it's 3 seconds,
Oh,
if we just see like the red tattoo, walk
that's it.
past, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Mate, there's a reason why I've watched the God of War Raising Kratos documentary 4 times now, because
Yeah,
that game it would be so hype. I want to see some teasers. God, Corey, make it happen. And also with his fucking tweet we saw where he retweeted the PlayStation 5 reveal event that was going to be
mate.
happening today. With him retweeting that, oh my
Also, like,
god.
he said something that it was like, oh, what's this then? And it was like, you're not shocked by this because you're a high up Sony exec type guy.
Yeah.
You work for their division, so you would know, right? You would know. So you're not shocked that this is happening.
Mm.
So it isn't a genuine, oh, this is something I wasn't expecting, so it must mean something. Right? It must
It
do.
must do. Come on, Corey, don't do this to me. Make it happen. Make it happen and make me happy. Oh god. D says, "I swear, guys, I'll pledge as soon as I pledge to as always. You have my word." D,
So he's
no
going to get
problem.
the charity donation out of the way first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like when you're walking past, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to the shop and I'm gonna buy myself a nice chocolate bar. But then you see like a person who's genuinely hard off, and you're like, oh man, that person's suffering right there. Shit, maybe I should give them the money first, and I'll get a chocolate bar later. That's what I'll do. He's giving it to the homeless people. That's what he's doing.
That's it.
Brave man, brave man. Don't worry, D. We love you anyway. And Summer, don't worry about it either. D says, I would program my PlayStation 5 to moan and turn itself on when I say, Inside Eddie. Oh boy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
God, I hope we can customize that stuff.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great?
I mean,
and also because
we asked for stuff.
the controller has the microphone in it now, so it should be
Right.
something fairly easy.
Achievable, right? Like we've been calling for little things like that. Like with the PS4, like I will pay. Well, I would have a year ago, knowing I was 2 years out. I probably still would have paid to turn that light blue while I'm playing.
Yes. God, we
You
have.
know?
Does everyone? Is anyone else as pissed as we are about this goddamn light? When the PlayStation 4 was marketed, it was shown they push the button, it turns blue, and then you play your awesome games. You're like, whoa, that blue strip down it? Wow, that's cool. Oh my god! And then we get
And
the console.
especially,
Go on.
like if you're looking at screen, look behind Ed, look at the background. We're kind of a fan of blue. We both like the color,
right.
and this is a crisp blue.
Oof, it is great. And then we go and get the console. We get there day one. We're like, guys, we're gonna hit it for the first time. Hit the button. Oh my god, it's so blue. It's so good. Why did it change to white? What's this ugly grayish white?
Maybe once to start the game.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Click. Okay, well the game's not started yet. Let me jump into multiplayer. Maybe that's it.
No.
Why isn't it blue?
What's this
Why isn't it blue?
crappy grey white thing? What's that all about?
Why isn't it blue?
Fucking disgusting. And the thing is that we made such a stink of it. We talked about it so much online. I'm surprised Sony didn't tweet us back, honestly, because we are such big influencers out there on the internet.
It's true.
Right?
Even just to say stop making noise.
Even that, just to be like, shut up. We don't care, you fucking twats.
Right.
Oh boy. But yeah, that was honestly, it would have been great for them to go, hey guys, do you wanna just buy an update where you can turn it blue? No problem. Here's $5. We would have bought it. We would have bought it.
Yeah. True.
Summer
True.
Dylan says, "Is it not blue for you? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me because I've had multiple PlayStations and none of
You
them have,
might. You've had a few. Yeah.
one or two, and none of them turned blue and stayed blue. Okay. Okay, there
You'd
was.
think someone would jailbreak it to do just that,
Yeah, yeah. You'd think, right? You'd think
but no
someone out
one.
there. Um, let me kick it over to one more thing, one more little prediction. What you think? What your impression is gonna be, and that's the DualSense controller. They're probably going to show it off in a little bit more detail in here because all we've seen so far is just 3 shots of it from like 3 different angles. And while that is great, they're probably going to go into a bit more detail and probably show it off you playing some games with it, and then talk about how it does this and how it does that. Do you think we'll see anything amazing from the controller? I'm inclined to feel like we will. I think they might do some cool six axis stuff, like like from the, because everybody loves 6 axis. Everyone loves it, obviously. I think they might do some cool stuff like that and show a bit like how the Nintendo Joy-Con is, where it like rattles and it's got that HD rumble in it. I think there might be something like that. What do you
I
guys
just
think?
don't know. Like for me, I don't know what they could show us about the controller
Hmm.
that would be like
Because they have to talk
event.
about every feature that's in it. Obviously, they have
Yeah,
that. That's
they.
how they're
I
promoting it.
suppose.
And there might be things that we just don't know yet. Like we know haptic triggers, we know about the new rumble system, we know about the microphone, we know about the
Yeah,
touchpad.
do you know what? I could see them doing a little maybe 5 minute bit where they're like the new controller has all these features and with this additional thing that sold separately that you can have extend the battery life and add back buttons because you guys have been asking for it.
Oh,
And it's got voice activation. So you speak to the controller or the PlayStation and it picks it up. And it will work as this. Like I could definitely see that.
yeah. I
I
that
could
would be,
definitely see that.
if they showed that back attachment that we spoke about, that would be the best. That would be really cool. Just goes, imagine if the DualSense has HD rumble. No, 4K rumble. There we go. That's the one right there.
That's it.
Shall we kick it over to our bros on the Discord server? We've got a lot of people who have written in, and I say we just tandem this, like one by one, we both go through them.
Hi.
And we talk about how stupidly crazy some of our bros are on the Discord
See.
server.
Which room is this in? Right into the show, that one.
Right into the show, that's right. And just
Yeah,
underneath
yeah,
the
yeah.
picture, we'll start from there. Do you want to... Let's first of all address Lawrence's one.
Yep, yep.
He
Let me
goes,
just ban Lawrence real
yeah,
quick.
ban
Hold
him
on.
very quickly
Yeah.
for me, bro. That's very good right there. He says, Xbox is going to be better. Don't at me. Oh, boy.
Hold on.
And ban. Oh, shit, you're actually typing something. I see what you did there.
Right.
Everyone, lucky there was a typo in that. God, lucky for him,
lucky.
right? That was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
I try not to play around too much with that stuff after I think it actually was Lawrence. Was it Lawrence? Where
think it might
I
have
meant to kick
been.
him. I meant to kick him out of the voice chat, and I just banned him from the server. I didn't. Yeah, I just kicked him from the server. I didn't mean trying to kick him out because it'd be funny.
I think you typed in the exclamation mark kick Lawrence, and it was like kick from the
Yeah.
server. It's like no,
I
no,
meant
no,
from the voice chat, and I couldn't figure out how to bring him back because he was kicked.
Sheps has
so
gone mad
bad.
with power, says Jess.
That's it.
All right, let's kick it over to our boy Sean. All right, he's got
All right.
3 predictions right here. Should we do one each, and then we'll talk about each one as we go? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So he says we will see the PS5 at the reveal event when it happens. He's online with us right there. I think he's a very smart man. Very smart man, right?
Yeah, I think I wasn't there before the delay,
Mm-hmm.
but now I feel like they might do it. I think we're gonna see hardware. I could imagine like maybe PSVR 2 and the DS5. I could something like that, but something's telling me we might see a console, or they'll say everything you're seeing is being played on a console, and they'll tease it. But I think if they're gonna do that, then they might as well show it, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I think
Yeah.
so too. I think this is definitely the event. Like I thought they might show it before just to be like an amazing like oh my god, and here's the console.
Yeah.
But
And if they're going into
now it's
large
like,
scale production soon, they
yeah,
like you said, it will leak, and I feel like you don't want it to be a real leak. If you're gonna let it get out that way, then it's gonna look obvious because it's gonna be well taken photos that quote
yeah.
unquote leaked. So
Mm. That would be a really shitty thing, right? Like if they plan this June 4th event to show off the console because they know they're going to go into production and there might be leaks and stuff like that. And then they have to delay it because of all the crap that's going on at the moment. And then it goes into production and then someone fucking leaks it. Could you
mate,
imagine that shit?
that would suck.
I'd be
I think
pissed the fuck off.
you'd have to go with it. You'd have to be like, you've already seen it because we can't keep a lid on things. So here it is. Let's do some fun stuff with it. Let's try and break one on stage. I'm gonna open everything and see what happens.
Just open
You know,
everything and see how it dies. I would
right.
I'd do the same thing as well, where I'd be like, so we're gonna show you something that you've never seen before.
Do you know what? Oh no, do you know what? That's fucking just do that you've never seen before, and behind it have someone with a rattle can and spray paint it white on stage, just behind the guy.
It's like,
And it's white
you guys saw
with
the
like
black version.
spots. Yeah.
That would be quite funny. Oh boy. Go on, read out the next one for us, bro.
His second prediction is we'll see the PS5 XMB.
Oh, the cross media bar. That's what the UI is and stuff like that.
Yeah. So okay, perfect. Did you just read his thing and we're like, oh, my predictions? We'll see it.
See, I told you this was gonna happen. No, that's good. Like my prediction. I would like to see a brand new one. I would like to see an updated one. I hope your prediction is true, Sean. I hope it is. Yeah. And the last one. Sorry, anything you wanted to say about that, bro?
No. I think the UI is probably a shout.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
And number 3 on his prediction list says we will see different colors of the PlayStation 5 controller. So just the controller, I'm imagining he's trying to say there, not the console as well. We had the thought that maybe the controller they were showing off in that promo for the event could maybe be black. We don't know. But then we said maybe the light was different. We'll see what happens right there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the color of that controller has actually been contested. We've seen an official thing from their official first one. It was white, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then they did a black one.
They didn't do a
this
black
thing.
one.
They were like,
there has only been a white one, though all the other ones have been CG mock-ups by fans and stuff like that.
No, because then that CG, the CG thing where people are like, what color is it? Well, that one looks freaking black.
Oh, sorry, that one. Yes, that one. It looks black to me as well. That was my first impression.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have written in to say, no, actually, it's white. It's just the way the light is. And we said it on the stream as well. We can kind of get it.
I feel what you're saying, but also, like, just being, especially with you've worked a bit in cinema 4D and stuff, like we're a little bit more practiced at looking at stuff than your average guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get how lighting works. I know what you're saying. I get it. I just disagree. I think what they showed was a black version.
Yeah.
It was a black controller. So there's that.
I agree. D wrote in a comment, it's going to make you laugh. He goes, we're going to show, he's putting quotation marks, and this is Mark Cerny saying this. We're going to show you something you've never seen before. And then Mark Cerny whips out his dick, and then a random crowd member yells, oh my God, it's black.
Right.
That's something we've never seen before. That is something we've never seen before.
That is something we've never seen before. Let's see. The Great Gamer says we're getting the next God of War, next Horizon, the next Spider-Man, Demon Souls remake, and hopefully the next WB game, which is rumored to be a Batman. I don't see us getting all of those.
If we did,
no way we get all of them. Yeah. Spider-Man's too close. Spider-Man's too close. Yeah,
Spider-Man's way too close. But
which, how weird is it where I'm like, we won't see a Spider-Man, but we might see Horizon Zero Dawn or God of War. Do you know what I mean?
Right?
But
like, I would have said God of War's the least likely out of those ones.
Right. But I just think we're not seeing Spider-Man. I think we're likely to see a 3-second like super cock teaser for God of War of those. I don't know if they'll even announce the next WB game here.
They might. They've been. I mean, they've been.
Maybe.
The thing is that I'm in the camp that there will be no next game from WB because they've just been taking so long to fucking announce it. I'm just like, they're never gonna fucking release it.
I agree.
It's not happening.
That's it.
It's not,
They're going to be that games company that just no one knows what they do.
right? It's gonna be like THQ Nordic where they just buy loads of IPs and then just don't do anything. That's just the end of it right there. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. But if that was to happen, if in the crazy world, this would be the gaming event of the fucking decade. That's what that would be right there. And it would be it would be the only peak in 2020. It'd be like, okay, the whole of 2020 is shit. PS5 event. And then shit all the way through.
I'm just trying to see, when did Horizon Zero Dawn come out? That came
2017.
out in 2017, and God of War was 2018.
Yes.
So I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn is far enough away that they might have. I reckon if we're seeing either of the two, we'll get teasers.
Yep, I think we might see more of Horizon because of the thoughts that maybe, possibly, it might be. This is very out
Dude,
there.
There's no way it's the launch title.
Oh,
No way.
you knew what I was going to say.
There's no way it's going to be ready in 5 months. Wait, is that right? There's no way it's going to be ready this
for
year.
November.
No way. Yeah, no way.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I have this hope in my heart that they might launch with an Epic exclusive. Well, for what they regard as an Epic exclusive. I know you're not a big fan of it. There are people that are. But
it could be sick. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I just think you're an addict. You're like on hopium, bruv. You know, like...
I like that hopium. That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
I could see a real, like what we got for Valhalla, that length teaser or promo thing. I could even see like a 2 or 3 minute gameplay from like the one demo level that they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it being ready. Mate, if they come out and they're like, by the way, we've been working on this, here's a trailer for it. Oh wait, actually we've got 20 minutes of gameplay because it's a launch title.
Oh,
did I forget to mention that? That would be hype. Even I would be like, okay, that's just whipping it out and flopping it on the table, innit?
It's like, you know, check this out, dunk right there. That's
right?
Yeah, that would be so cool. Yeah. You're seeing Highway Robbery, friend of the show, Rob.
That's right.
He came up with a good one, and particularly I like this because I've got a Philips Hue system. It would be cool if they could link the PS5 to the Philips Hue system. So right now, I actually use that system. You can remote play to your MacBook or your PC, whatever you use, and Philips Hue have a Hue Sync system on computer, and then it it mimics the screen, so you can play, and the lights around can react to it. But if it's something that's just native in the PlayStation 5, like an app, woo, that would be sick. That would be sick right there.
Do you know what I would like? Is if the PS5 will integrate with my waifu and my auto blow.
Right. There you go. Right? There you go. Yeah, that would be really good.
We're getting one step closer.
You know, one of the good things that's going to come from us getting this streaming PC, we're going to get to play those little crappy indie games that nobody's ever heard of on Steam and stuff like that. And I've seen a ton of like anime waifu titty games that are just hilariously broken and hilarious. Just no point in actually playing them other than just to laugh at things. And I want to play that.
Are there any that aren't hentai though? I'm pretty sure they're like all hentai.
I think they all are.
It's also like, I'm aware of these games. They're basically like instead of reading manga, you're just reading manga on your computer, but you have to click the mouse to get it. It seems really weird. I don't get it, but mate, we can make it a $69 Patreon reward. We'll do like a fucking hentai game review or something, you know?
We'll do a whole series just for the $69 tier Patreon. Right. It's like, we're going to review every hentai game from start to finish. There's only 4 of them, but we're going to do it.
4 of them? Are you kidding? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be more.
How many hentai games are there?
Wikipedia.
The very first question, the result, why are there so many hentai games?
Asking the real questions.
So I mean, maybe not all of them, but like maybe the top most rated one we could do for the
Yeah,
patron
yeah, we'll do that.
69 to the nice tier, the noise
We might not be able to
patrons.
go for the top one. It might require a lot of GPU power. This computer we're getting will be good, but I don't know if it'll be that
Mate,
good. You know.
we'll just play Skyrim with an anime mod, so everybody is a tig bitty anime chick and green
Sorted.
haired main character. You know.
Sorted, bruv. Sorted. All right, guys. Expect that to the $69 tier.
Let's get on with the rest of these comments. Why don't we?
Yes, yes. There was just one or two comments I just wanted to hear. Oh yeah, people were laughing at your Conversations Fleshlight mod and anime waifu titty games. Everyone wants to see that. A fleshlight integrated into the PS5. Now that would be great. That would be great. Right
So you can literally like, like
Blow.
get fucked random, and then like just fuck your PlayStation.
So, bro, I'm gonna fuck you. Right
Get
there.
fricked. Diogo says play Therapist Simulator. That's not a real thing.
Well, there's Dad's Shower Simulator. That's a real thing, by the way. Let me just say, Dad Shower.
No. Don't be sharing that on stream. I feel like that is definitely Therapist Simulator 2020. Let me see if there's actually a thing. I mean, there's that game where it's Octodad. You just play as a regular everyday dad.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't get the appeal. He's just a regular guy.
You're just a regular dude, right? You just tell a few dad jokes and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Ships, I've just sent you the link to the Google search. This came up in one of Fishy's videos. It's actually called Showering with Your Dad Simulator.
I showed you that video of Steam, I think it was, or maybe it was Blizzard, said, they aligned themselves with all their titles or something, and because they weren't supporting of Hong Kong people, like I showed you some of those titles, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Oh my god,
it was mostly like Nazi games and stuff. It was like 6 million shower or something like that, and you had to you were literally a Nazi guard killing Jews, basically. That was the gist of the game. That was heavy air quotes. So
welcome, long-feared cock.
Yeah. How you doing, bruvs? I love how he comes in on Holocaust talk.
Right. Perfect timing. Right? Perfect timing. It's exactly what we talk about here. Should we read the next comment?
Yeah, let's see. I think it was D, right? D's saying I lost the comment. Here we go. We're going to see Horizon Zero Dawn get announced in some way. Maybe a cinematic trailer, or maybe we'll see actual gameplay.
I'm calling it now, D.
I'm warming to it.
Yeah, you are. You're feeling it now, are you?
Yeah, I mean, it was 2017. I could feel a cinematic trailer, a teaser thing. Like, yeah, I reckon we could see like something like that for sure.
I think we're deep enough. And I know we just talked about fucking flashlights and stuff like that, and now I'm saying deep enough. Just they're completely separate topics. Don't worry about that.
That's right.
I think we're deep enough that they might come out with an actual gameplay. If they don't come up with a release date and they don't say, oh, it's a launch title and whatnot, I think we could still get gameplay. I think that might be big enough that they just go, and guys, boom, there it is, gameplay. Look out for this. It's going to be here 2021. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll see right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more into us seeing something there. It's not a launch title. I just don't see that happening.
Shall I read the next one?
Yep. Yeah, go on. You get it.
We are going to actually see the console for a few minutes. Yes, so everyone, I think is on the side that we're going to see this console, which is actually really cool. For a few minutes, that must mean that they're not really going to be talking about it too much or talking about specific features too much. It would just be a showcase of it, which is fine.
Like what they did at the Xbox thing, where they just literally showed it, and then we're like, "Cool, bye then.
See ya, goodbye,
yeah, bye, have a wonderful time."
Which means that what we'll have to do, we'll have to keep our eyes on like Twitter and stuff like that, because people are gonna get all the journalists are probably gonna get tons of information. And then we're gonna have to get all the cool specs from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I was just about to at Max, and I realized Malar's in here, but he's not speaking. What the frick?
Malar,
I'm gonna shame
you
him.
Mother trucker.
Hold on, get chatting gamer.
Let me see.
Yeah, tagged, shamed. And so these also, he reckons he's heard rumors that we're getting another Ratchet and Clank.
Ooh, okay. You've been talking about this as well.
Mate, a Ratchet and Clank would be a banger.
Yeah.
It would be an absolute banger, but I think if it's coming 2021. Personally, not this year. It don't. It
Mm.
would be a great launch title, way better than frickin' Knack. But I just don't see it coming this year. But it would be a big one. There's such good games. They're just such wholesome fun. So good, so good.
Everyone's liking that you're shaming Mala, by the way, in the chat.
No, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You gotta do it. What's happening, Max, by the way? Let's read. Should we move on to Super Bleach's
Yeah,
one?
do it, man.
Super Bleach. He writes in, he goes, June is over. Is it really? We just started, mate. He goes, these are my predictions, hot takes. I have that it will. Let me start that again. These are predictions, hot takes I have that will either make me look like the king of predictions or an idiot. There we go. All right,
Okay.
I see. The PS5 will not be cheaper than the Xbox. Ooh, okay.
I agree.
We won't know that through this event only, but that is something that we've said because of the sophisticated SSD and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's where we're. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely in the camp that I think there's no way the PS5 is going to be cheaper.
This is a
Personally.
tough one for me because I know I've spoken before about the price, and we theorized that maybe it would be cheaper. This was before we knew about any of the console specs. We just guessing based on previous history and probably what Sony is thinking business wise. And they've had the model of having a cheaper console, and it got them to 110 million consoles sold.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, they can't say, okay, now we're going to make a more expensive one and then expect to still get to that point, right? Because that's the goal, essentially. And then we had the theories that maybe they take a loss and stuff like that.
Right. There's cheap and then there's cheap enough. Like if the console comes out, and I reckon within the first week or two, like Digital Foundry's coming out within the first 5 days.
Oh, yeah.
With these two things running at max, doing whatever, right? I think if the difference is as big as we think it might be, even half of it, if they're within $100 of each other, there's no comparison.
Mm.
So if it's like there's cheap, then there's cheap enough, right? Also like value, how much power are you getting for your money,
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of like the Corvette compared to the Ferrari. Like maybe the Ferrari technically is the better thing, but you're getting most of the way there for way less money,
Yeah, I get you. Do you know what might be? So Rohit goes Xbox Series X for $499 and PS5 for $399.
Mate, mate,
Oh boy, that's tough.
first of all, I think if the PlayStation comes out with a 3 in front of it, then my theory that they're trying to kill Xbox is correct, and they do it.
Yeah, you said that right. You were like, take a decent enough loss up front just so you can get to like $399 or something like that. And then the plan of attack for Sony is just to kill Microsoft.
Yeah,
Which
it's a 10 to 15 year play.
Yeah.
Right? It's a we kill Microsoft so that next, for the PS6, there's no other console to buy.
Yeah.
Gamer
Chat Live says, I hope it's roughly the same price as the Xbox though. And he says, do you think the PS5 will be in the $600 range? Personally, I think it's going to be more like $549. That's what I think it will be.
Yeah, I could see that. $499 for the Xbox, $549 for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But I tell you what, this is one thing that maybe they're considering, although I feel like PlayStation are very much thinking about the price. I don't know why, but I feel like that's something they're really thinking about, and they want to be either exact same price or cheaper. Whether or not that's possible, I don't know. But PlayStation have the immense library, and a famous library, so famous in fact that they made a whole Banner Studio intro, Marvel-esque intro, that when people see, they're going to be like, oh, this is going to be a great game because it's made by PlayStation Studios. It's going to be fantastic. If they do go for a higher price console, they might be the ones that could soldier through and might be able to stomach they might be able to sell people still because they have the games library to back it up. That's my thought on that.
I just want to say, because Max just said 549, that had hurt the pockets. So my opinion is, for the record, if the consoles come out at cost, the PlayStation will be more expensive. I think it just costs more to make them.
Mm.
That doesn't mean that they won't be the same price when it comes to actually buying them, right? I think it depends on the strategy. If they're willing to play the long game and all that stuff, like I think they could price match. I think they will.
Hmm.
I could see both being 499, but then also if they're both 499, that's really bad for Xbox. You know, if they're the same power,
Yeah.
no, if they're the same price and
Price.
one's right, yeah, if they're the same price and one's just as powerful as it looks like the PS5 is, they're not the same price. You know,
Mm. Yeah.
it's not you can't spend your money on the Xbox. The only reason then to do it is because all of your friends are still getting the Xbox.
Yeah.
But how many games are still in that zone where they're getting, so how many people have aged out to the point where they're just getting the home entertainment thing and they're going for the specific games, like most of us have moved to a lot of RPG type games,
Mm.
um, and things like Call of Duty, they're all crossplay. So why do I need to get the Xbox?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
With Discord as well, like most of us are on Discord, so
Right.
we can jump on a Discord voice chat. One idiot's got the Xbox, the other 9 of us have the PlayStation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
And he
just
can
don't see
jump on
why.
there.
And then you think, like, forget the exclusives. How about just the like getting games a month earlier? Like, was it Red Dead came out a month earlier?
Yeah, it wasn't the game. Was it the game was a month earlier, or was
I
it
think it was the
updates?
game and the DLC.
I think it
I
was the
thought it was the game
DLC.
and the DLC. Okay.
I think it was the DLC. I don't remember it
COD,
being the game. Yeah. And Call of Duty as well, a month early for their DLC. Destiny as well, the same thing.
mm-hmm. Just
Yeah.
the thing.
One quick thing. First of all, yeah, Katie, it's both of us on here. Two guys here. What guy is live? Come on, keep up with us. And also, this
Right.
is pre-recorded. This isn't live. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not live.
Yeah, this isn't live. This is pre-recorded.
right.
Let's read the next one from our boy Super Bleach. That was a meaty topic right there. Meaty prediction. I like that.
Sony will show gameplay of their SSD versus a hard drive versus a regular SSD.
Oh,
Mate, see,
oh,
okay, we actually said, I think one of us said that they'll show the rendering thing as the guy looks and
was
what
you? Yeah.
is being um so I think that fits in with that. Like, this is how fast it is and this is what it looks like. And then do the bird's eye view of a guy in game rendering like a field, but only as he turns, something like that. Um yeah, or a level in a map or something.
I would really like that, and I would blow my
Doom
shit.
Eternal.
I,
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people might not realize what they see when they see that, but
mhm.
I would blow my load if I saw something like that. I really would. The only thing I would like for them to show that, but they kind of did it when they were showing off to, I think they were showing off to developers with Spider-Man, where they were loading the map. There was that leaked
Yeah.
video that came out where he was loading the map across New York, and it was stuttering on the
fast
PlayStation
travel.
4. Yeah, exactly. And it was
Yeah.
way quicker on the PlayStation 5 than it was anywhere else. That was great, but I don't think it showcases well. I don't think it's not as, like when you say, oh, this company can build this tower, but this company can build this tower, and it's like 70 times taller. That's a massive demonstration. But I
Yeah.
don't think people understand so much when they see things like that on a screen.
It's hard to show power when it comes to gaming things unless they're 20 years separated, right? Like, I think a lot of people don't understand how powerful the PlayStation 5 is looking based on that Unreal 5 engine stuff. Like, just seeing them switch to the triangles and back, or how detailed those pictures, those images, those statues were,
Mhm.
right? Like, people can understand how good the graphics are, but then they don't really understand why it's important that all of those statues aren't painted on, that the lighting is genuinely dynamic, that the fact that when she's flying through that area, that entire bit isn't a pre-rendered scene. It is something that happens, but the whole thing's rendered out live as it's happening. It's not playing, she's not running through a blue screen where that's playing behind it,
Yeah. Yeah.
um it's a hard thing to show. But yeah, I could feel that, man. I could feel that.
I can feel that
That
too.
would be it would be a shout. They got the thing is like we were both impressed when they did the blue ball dropping thing for the PS4.
Oh yes.
And I
Oh
was like, this is a great thing to show. Like, look how many different particles it's looking at. But it's most people are like, okay, get to games, which I
yeah.
get, but we want to we want to visualize the difference in power. Yeah. Someone actually posted something in the Discord
Oh yeah.
discussing that about just how powerful it was, that it was so powerful that the PS5 was so powerful that the Unreal guys actually just changed the engine to adapt
Yes.
to the way the PS5 delivers its power.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is amazing, right?
which
To think about that. The
that's like the first
PlayStation.
time that's been done.
Exactly. A console is dictating and revolutionizing the way that games are made.
Yeah.
Not PCs, you PC peasants, get out of here. Sorry, Rohit. I just want to
Do you know
say
what?
as well to Katie as well. She goes, "Hey Eddie and Sheps, I reckon you two should try live streaming sometime. You might like it." Well, I hope I timed that comment quite nicely with the live
Yeah.
watch along that you guys are doing, because this is
Yeah.
pre-recorded. But maybe
Yeah,
we
we
should.
don't like doing live.
No, no,
It's
no.
we like to pre-record all these things.
I was thinking
Um,
about think about doing a let's play of Assassin's Creed 2, but I don't know. Apparently, like
Yeah.
there's some like hugging Leonardo, and I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to hug Leonardo.
I just thought of something.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
frick that Leo guy.
Fuck that guy.
Okay,
Go on.
here's a world for you.
Okay.
This is a universe where the PlayStation's cheaper.
Oh yeah.
They take the hit up front, knowing that within 3 months, the entirety of the PC world's going to want to buy their SSDs.
Ooh, because that's a side business that people don't think about.
Right?
When you make a
All
technology,
their hardware,
you
it's
can
entirely
patent it.
proprietary, bruv. It's patented. Like, mate,
There you go.
mate.
Shit, that's
What
a
about
good
that?
point. They might
What about that?
they might think, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna make money off of this pattern because we've
Right.
done something so great. We've got people talking about it already. That could be something.
We already said as well, like with microtransactions where they are, they'd be much more willing to take the hit up front because they know they're getting a cut of Netflix, they're getting a cut of Hulu and Disney and Amazon Prime and everything, right? Plus Fortnite, plus Call of Duty, plus games, plus digital sales, and plus they're going direct to PlayStation. They can buy the console straight
Yep.
from Sony. And now everybody's going to want their stuff.
There we go.
Like, mate,
That could be a good
little
shout,
bit
mate.
of me, a little bit of me sucking on that hopium, thinking 399's on the cards, man. 399's on the cards. If that's their play,
Make sure you
mate,
get all of that hopium off of the wrapper as well. Make sure you go for that.
right? I'm just gonna.
Oh boy.
Suddenly, that doesn't seem ridiculous. Suddenly,
No.
399 seems viable.
Mate, I think if something like, no matter what, if 399 was to come out on that stage, even if we was to somehow come up with a fair argument, it would still be like, okay, come on, there's no way we're gonna,
Mate, but
no way we're
like
gonna
I said, like I think it's unlikely that either of them would like to come out at 399, right? That's their chosen price point. But if PlayStation's willing to do it, and if they want to kill Xbox, they come out, they say they're 499, day of release, every retailer is instructed 399.
Oh, that would be a
that was my strategy
surprise
before.
way. Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
like, because if everybody's like, yeah, 499, okay, or 549, and then they see it's like $150 off on day of release,
Yeah.
mate, the Xbox sells 2 units.
Yeah.
To the two friends that want to play together.
It's Phil Spencer and that Larry, what's his name, Major Nelson
right.
guy.
Yeah.
Them just playing together. Oh boy. All right, let's read the next one. I hope it deserves dedicated. What else does he say in here? I think we see. Okay, sorry. Number three. He goes, I think we will see the PS5. If not, it'll get leaked, so they should show it, and it will give it the hype it deserves. I hope when they reveal it. Sorry, let me make this text a bit bigger. It's a little bit small on my screen for some reason. Hold up. Here we go. And now
Come on, Four Eyes. Shit.
Yeah, I've got my glasses on. I still can't read it. Here we go.
Get a telescope out.
I think when they reveal it, they'll show us the dev kit to fuck with us, and then they'll say they're joking and then reveal the PS5. That would be a weird thing. They're like, and here it is. Wait, that bulky
Mate.
thing over there? What's that all about?
Mate, if they leak the dev kit as if someone's leaked the real thing, and then they do a reveal and they're like, but yeah, that wasn't the thing. This is the thing.
This is the
That could
thing
work
right
as well.
here. Yeah, okay. Oh. And also it says PS the controller is 100. He went and edited this because of what we're saying. He goes, PS the controller is 100% white, you idiots. God, that's so racist of you to talk about people white like that. Oh, Jesus, so bad.
How dare you? Black controllers matter. Zahir said, Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I hate this game, but it's getting an inevitable sequel, unfortunately.
Oof. Oof. This boy right here. You two are in your own camp over here about Horizon Zero Dawn, all right?
Having good taste.
Excuse me. He's a PC peasant. Are you aligning yourself with a PC peasant?
Well, he's right about Horizon Zero fun.
Oh, boy. Here we go. He's also saying in the chat, doubt you can run games at 4K 60 frames per second at 499. Zahir, you have no idea. You literally have no idea how optimized consoles are and how much more superior they are to
It's
to
499 up front.
That's true.
You know?
And we also pay a much better price. We pay fairly for our games. We don't pirate everything. So, you know,
true.
They get the support
Yeah,
they
it's
need.
only our software we pirate.
Exactly.
Sorry, excuse me.
I'm sorry, what did you say? You had a bad throat there. You got a bad cough right there.
That's it. I think Max is saying stop being wrong, Ships, but what is good about Horizon Zero Yawn?
Oh,
Nothing.
Here we go. Guys, he's an inverted gamer. Just give him a break. He doesn't know.
So Knack 3. Okay, hold on a minute. It's interesting that Zahir, Mr. Spicy Takes, is saying Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and Knack 3. He's like, I know it's a meme, but I genuinely would not be surprised if we get another game in the franchise. Okay. Interesting.
It'll be interesting. I do like the idea of the Silent Hill one, and there has been rumors going around that Sony was gonna buy it, and also that Hideo Kojima was gonna work on it. But those rumors got shot down as well by I think it was Konami. So I don't know where the fuck that is. It would be great. It would be great though, because ever since PT, that demo, everyone's been like, "Oh my god, this could be such a cool horror game." Mate. Yes.
Yeah, PT is too much. He needs to fucking chill out.
It made me shit myself plenty of times.
Yeah.
And also,
Persona 6.
I made a joke in the announcement. I said, "Let us know what games you think will be shown off and why it's not going to be. Why you're so stupid in thinking that it's going to be Persona 6 Zahir." And he wrote there in response to that. Also, Persona 6 will be announced, but not at the PS5 event. I know because I have the power. Believe. The developers have mentioned that there will be more Persona games, possibly yearly, so I expect remasters and remakes of previous games or a new numbered entry. So yeah.
I just want to, Highway Robbery said, what is the game they debut the gameplay with? What are they showing off? Mate, I actually think Horizon Zero Dawn's on the cards now.
It's coming to you, isn't it? That hopium has got to you right there.
I don't even like it. But I think we're 3 years out from the first one.
Yep.
It's a huge title in the PS exclusive line.
Yeah.
And I can see it being ready next year.
Yeah.
You know, I could see it being ready next year. I think we're gonna see that and maybe a 3 to 5 second clip super teaser for God of War. I could,
if that God of War happens, I'll just everyone will see a live cum shot on YouTube. That's what they'll see.
Do you know what it might be, though? It might be something completely out of the blue where it's like, it's not even actual in-game stuff. It's like just the back of these two, like a guy and his son waiting in line at Costa Coffee or Starbucks.
Yeah.
And the order arrives and he's like, boy, pay for the drinks. And it's just something completely random. You're like, wait, that's Kratos.
Wait,
you know,
what? I mean, you saw how
it's completely random, you know?
You saw people's reaction when Christopher Judge just said, "Read it, boy," at the Game Awards. Like, people lost their fucking shit. All they need to do is hear that and it'll be boom, out of there.
Although the question is, Atreus' voice actor, who was incredible, by the way.
Yes.
he's in that age where a couple years makes a huge difference.
They would have to set the game like within his sort of like plenty of years in the future, like 5 years in the future, in order for it
But the
to
problem
match
is,
with his voice, right?
but that's not how you film stuff, though.
Yeah,
Stuff isn't filmed sequentially, you
that's
know.
true. That's true.
So, and if he's, how old is he? Let hold on. Atreus voice actor.
He was quite
He
young when they
is.
made the game.
Um, hold
Also,
on.
Universal Big Man says, "Fuck the PS5. I want the Game Boy Girl." That's right. That's the one we need. That's the one we need right there. Also, Aussie,
I mean,
I saying, I think everyone's saying that they don't know if it's going to be Horizon Zero Dawn at launch, but also there are rumors that they're going to be working on Killzone as well. The second team working on Killzone or SOCOM. Those things would be very cool as well. I'm a big Killzone
okay.
fan.
I mean, you like Killzone, but it's niche. It's very small.
Even I
I could
agree
see
with
one
that.
coming though. I
Yeah.
could see it being ready, and I could see it being a God of War where no one really cared until we had it. You know.
Yes. Oh god, I could see a Killzone. I just want to see those Hellghast masks. I want to see those fucking things. Just kill them. Yes.
So Sonny Suljic is the voice actor. He's 14.
Now, yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah. So here's the thing: is like 14 to 16, 14 to 17, that age range, huge changes are going to come to this kid's voice. You know,
Yeah. Shit,
like
that's a good
what
point.
if it hasn't broken yet, and during film
Oh,
recording,
his
you
balls
know,
drop. And it's just like what? Yeah,
right?
that could
Like
ruin shit.
so. Actually, I'm less sure about God of War now.
Possible.
Unless look, maybe they cast someone else, right? Totally possible. Maybe they just have Atreus being a young man now,
But
you know?
also, they might have been because they did tease God of War 5, God of War 5. At the end of God of War 4, they might have already just gone straight into production afterwards. Maybe they had a little bit of a gap and they went, all right, guys, now let's get back into mocap and voice capture and whatever it is. So it might be that they're finishing up next year or something like that. Maybe he'll still
So
be in the range before his voice breaks.
maybe. I mean, Ozzy said that Corey had most of the script done. Maybe they already pre-recorded stuff. I feel like if they'd pre-recorded stuff, we would know something about it, right? Because they don't just do lines. They come in and do voiceover stuff, but most of their stuff they record through mocap as well.
Yeah.
Because that's how they get a lot of their acting. At least that's the way I believe it goes. Something like
It is
70%, and then they come in
it is
and cap.
100%. If you've watched
Yeah,
the if anyone here has watched the God of War Raising Kratos documentary, the voiceover
it's a
is
film set, man.
exactly. It's just you just have people on the edges and no visible camera that is like in your face and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And the way that they act, the way that they cry when they talk and stuff like that in that moment when they're performing, there's no way you could voice over that afterwards. There's no way you could
Yeah,
nail the same expression and also deliver the
yeah.
line the same way. So they
It's
record it there.
things like the throwaway lines where they're like, we want a different feel for the way you say, like, you do it, you know?
Yeah.
It's things like that. It's not the big moments. The other thing is like genuinely, just small aside, I actually really, really respect those guys. Like what
Oh,
him and Christopher Judge did. The fact that they're doing all that acting, they're in these ridiculous suits,
yeah.
and the only stuff around them is like mats, you know?
Styrofoam.
Yeah, like
Shit.
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, massive
It's
respect.
crazy. It's really talented to do stuff like that. Let's see. Should we read some more comments, or are
Yeah,
we?
let's read a
Did we
few
get them
more.
all?
We didn't get them all. We got a
Um,
few more here.
let's see. Victor says new Ratchet and Clank will be shown at the PS5 event, and it will be a launch title. Ooh,
Ooh,
don't know
that'd be
about
cool.
launch title, but yeah, I mean, banging.
Yeah,
Blue Point's Demon Souls remake is shown,
that would be
and
cool too.
also a launch title.
Oh shit, you've got
Okay.
a lot of launch titles going on. That would be a very cool one. I know a lot of people like Demon Souls. Yeah.
Gorilla don't come out with the anticipated Horizon 2, but
Oh.
instead announce a new FPS IP. So, oh yeah, we did
Mm.
do the SOCOM reboot. Did you just say that, or did he say it in the chat?
Someone read it in the chat. I think it
Oh,
was
okay,
Aussie that said it. Maybe it'll be that their second team is working on Killzone or SOCOM. You're saying
okay.
that'd be
I'll
a
just
cool one.
bang to a few of these. Sad Leonardo. I
Sad
love this.
Leonardo.
Another meme. You're just a meme machine. I'm telling you. So He's saying they obviously show the PS5 with getting Ratchet and Clank and repeatedly announced that. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. I read it's Game of Thrones.
Every
Is
time I
coming to
see
PS4,
GOT, I see Game of Thrones.
right? I'm like, why would Game of Thrones
Game of
come to
Thrones?
PS4? You idiot! Oh
I
wait,
don't
no,
get it.
I'm the idiot. Shit. They're showing. Oh, interesting. Mr. Unlicensed first showing the console itself and maybe announced for the next VR headset. Okay,
Oh, here we go. Mr. Unlicensed is drinking from our Kool-Aid right here. That's what he's
that's
doing.
right. That's right. Do you want to read Rohit's?
I'll read Rohit's. Rohit Tiger Rat Senior says, "Do you think there'll be a cheaper?"
I feel like I set you up for failure here.
I was gonna
I
say you
totally
did.
didn't read the comment, and I just threw you under the bus.
It's okay. This one, so Rohit, this one isn't for the PS5 event. That's what we're going to be writing in. Maybe we'll save this for the next event, or save that prediction for the next one, because it's also questions as well. Do you think it'll be cheaper than the Xbox and stuff like that? We've mentioned that before. Let me read Jass's one. So he goes, okay, PS5 predictions. We will see the PS5 at the end of the event.
Mm-hmm.
We will see multiple new games for the PS5, including Horizon Zero Dawn and a new Gran Turismo. Those are fair shouts. Gran Turismo could happen, and Horizon Zero Dawn, we've been talking about it as well. I can
also
see...
Gran Turismo is one that would completely fly under both of our radars.
Yeah, we're not
where
big
even if it had been
guys.
announced, we would not know about that.
Yeah, totally. I can see a new Final Fantasy game being revealed, as one has been announced every generation of the PlayStation 5. Whether that
Final Fantasy 9 Remastered.
You don't need the remaster. You're going to play the original on PS5.
Even if they do the remaster, if I can switch it back to original, I might play it that way.
I love it. We need to see a Let's Play of you just playing that on the PS5. Like, launch day, everyone goes, all right, guys, here's the new PlayStation 5. Let's test out its immense power.
Right.
Final Fantasy 9 original. Let's go.
Most powerful, most advanced gaming system ever to be developed by man. Final Fantasy 9. No, like, 8-bit. Like, no audio, no lines, no voice acting. Me reading all the crappy dialogue, terrible translations.
That's like using a bulldozer to knock over a Jenga tower.
Hold on.
Go on.
Highway robbery. Rob says, someone smoked this opium with me. The new Batman game is a Batman Beyond game, and it's debut gameplay.
Ooh. That would be juicy.
Okay. I feel like something that size, we would know more. But then
WB have been very secretive.
Quiet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just been so secretive, and they've been kept such a tight lid on so much stuff. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, there's been tons of leaks coming out about this Batman game, but they always say it's going to be at this event, it's going to be at this event, and it never happens at the fucking event.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is. Maybe there's something going wrong in the background. Maybe they're just bullshitting. But if PlayStation wanted to, they could do the PlayStation 5 actual reveal. They could do a Horizon Zero Dawn gameplay reveal. They could do a Batman and a Call of Duty, and I feel like that would be enough to satisfy most people.
I feel like, especially in comparison, someone, not saying I'm going to be doing it,
right?
Because I am going to be doing it, is if they do that, I'm going to play the Microsoft and the Sony ones side by side.
Yeah.
In a video, and then we can see what one of these events looks like compared to what one of these events says it's going to be
versus
and what it actually should be. Yeah, like
that would be very interesting to see.
I'm going to do it. I swear to God, if we get like those 4 kind of that size games, yeah, that's how I'm doing
it. Next, he says, I expect to see a demonstration of how fast the PS5 is. I hope so. Yeah. I hope we get something like that as well. I can see an announcement that PS4 games will have upgraded features. I hope that we see gameplay from it, but I doubt it. I think we might see something of it, but if this is a PS5 event, they might try and stick to PS5, and maybe in a future event. There was rumors as well that they're going to have nearly a PS5 event every week, announcing something or showing something off after this event. So that would be awesome, and maybe we'll see something different that time as well. The obligatory VR section. Yes, we
Okay.
everybody likes a bit of VR. Everyone, including everyone in our chat.
True.
A
Big fans.
big fans. A section on how PS Plus has changed, if it has, for PS5. A new section on PS Now and how they plan to rival Game Pass. This is a big thing that I've been saying for a while that I've kind of gone quiet on for a little bit. That I think they're going to do a big revival on PlayStation Now, and they're going to come out with an amazing new price, amazing new service, and they'll be like, we're getting every PlayStation 4 game on there, etc. and whatnot for this price. Go nuts, everyone. I think they might do that. After they reveal the PS5 as a launch... Oh, sorry. After they reveal the PS5... Sorry, my words don't work. As a launch title, they revealed the trailer for a new IP or a new Uncharted game with Nathan's daughter as the protagonist. That's a cool one as well. A brand new IP or even an Uncharted game. Those could be very cool.
Mate, I feel like, you know, the Unreal Engine 5? They
Yes.
said, oh, this isn't a game.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I bet that is a
Could you imagine?
Epic Games Sony partnership game. I feel like there's so much there that this isn't some little pet project, you know?
It's like they put so much effort into that, and it was almost like there was a hint of story as well there, and I was like,
tons of it.
let me see.
Tons of it. Like, she does this certain kind of magic, and then she goes to this weird thing, and there's something to interact with, and then, mate, that's it's got to be a thing, right? You saw it at the Unreal Engine unveil, but here it is. It's whatever the hell it's called, you know?
Man.
I think it's a real game. It's got to be. It's got to be. And if you're doing a new IP, right?
Yeah.
If instead of Uncharted, because that's basically Uncharted, right?
Basically, kind of. It'll be in the same world, and it'll still be like treasure hunting and stuff like that.
But instead of having to give the mantle over to Nathan Drake's daughter, it's just this new female lead.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's a way better way to set it out than, hey, you played 4 amazing games with this chick's dad. Now play the same story as his daughter. You know,
yeah, I get what you mean. They could easily do a female lead on an amazing Uncharted story and whatnot, but just with a female lead, this just doesn't have to be necessarily attached. The only thing that would be cool, and I could imagine this in an Uncharted game with Nathan Drake's daughter, is that Nathan comes back at some point. And it's just sort of like this hype moment. It's like, oh shit, it's Nathan. Nathan, you got what's her name? Elena. Yeah, you got Elena there. You got Sully back. You're like, oh my god, yes, the whole crew is here. That would be a great gamer moment right there. Yeah.
Yeah, big agree.
All right, I think that's all of our comments right there. All of our predictions. What's this picture as well here of you in This was from Aiden, green screen memes. What? It's a picture of you in a coal mine.
Where? Oh my days. God damn it.
I like that a lot.
Just you know, bit of stones.
It's you digging for rumors and digging for predictions, you know, that's what that is.
That's it.
And also, hold on, we've got one more, and Diogo's demanding that I read it out. He goes, my only prediction, we'll hear the words gaming gamer. That's a good prediction right there. Great prediction. Yes.
Aiden, well done on your minor sheps. Well done. I swear, these boys.
Oh god.
Like, half of them are Photoshop artists. The rest are forensic detectives. Like, I swear.
Right? That's like they. You know when you have like a major and a minor, they have a minor in the whole of their lives, like going to school and being friends with other people, and then they have a major, and it's forensic detectives or Photoshop artists.
Just fricking with us, fricking with the Combros boys.
Oh my god! Oh shit! Dee's posted a picture of me and it scared the shit out of me. Oh god!
Oh mate!
Jesus Christ!
You just have the most rapey face.
I do have a rapey face. I've decided to go for this beard. True. Hopefully, it helps out with the rapey face.
That will definitely help. Yeah, and the wild werewolf hair.
Oh
Mate,
boy.
so as we're just naturally there, I got my chick to help me do my back and sides. So like the top's still a mess because I can't figure out how to style it with scissors. But
Hmm.
I have got a short back and sides now. It was such a relief moment.
Yeah.
It was so nice. That's when I put up that tweet about, do you remember haircuts? You know, because
Yeah.
it's not all the way there. Like top of the head, changing that feel is part of the haircut, right? But at least I got the short back and sides now.
I do actually feel you because the top of my hair isn't that annoying, but the sides where it's like in my ears and stuff like that, I'm
Mate,
like fuck off, Jesus
it's so
Christ.
bad. It's so bad.
Oh boy, Diego saying the blacklist is coming for us. Oh god, oh Jesus Christ,
No, not on this channel as well.
not on this channel, please.
Game Chat Live saying a new IP would be cool. Yeah, I feel like, dude, if they were setting up instead of taking Nathan Drake's daughter,
Hmm.
but just taking the girl we saw from the Unreal 5 engine and saying like, yeah, we like the idea so much that we just actually we're making a game. We're just gonna make it.
That
It
would
looks
be so
great.
great. That would be so great. I mean, not like Epic needs the money, but if they were to make it just for fun because they're so rich, that would be great. That would be great right there. I think that's everything we've got to talk about in this
Yeah, man.
predictions episode, bro. Thank you everybody for joining us. We still don't have the date for the actual PlayStation 5 reveal event, but for damn sure you can count on it. You can bet on Diogo's ass that we will do a live reaction for this event. As soon as it's announced, I'll make the event, publicly put it everywhere. You guys should check that out
Yeah.
sometime.
And what are we
Um,
gonna do for our predictions? Like, if did either of us
Afterwards,
have really hot takes?
I don't think we had hot takes other than the God of War prediction, maybe the Horizon Zero Dawn, the VR2 headset that you said as well. That's a very
Yeah,
out there one. I'm if it's I think it's gonna be pretty hot. I think we'll get to see, but it will be fun to actually just have a nice little hangout again and mark ourselves and give ourselves a
yeah,
grade, and then just give each other shit for how stupid we were,
yeah. I
especially
think
people
it'd
like
even make a
Zahir.
fun like highlights video
Yeah.
where we see the announcement and then come back to this and play it and then see what actually happened, so we can see them back to back. That might make a fun video.
I might make a. That sounds actually quite fun. Actually, like get the one clip where it's like, I think there'll be a PlayStation VR2, and then they go and announcing now the PlayStation VR2 with like some epic dubstep music in the back or something like that.
Right, right, right.
Oh boy.
That could be fun, or just getting it completely wrong.
Yeah,
You know.
everything wrong. Everything's wrong. They don't even show the console. All these things we said, they don't even show it.
Also, the price is $999.
Oh god. I'll do the what's the gif of the guy that faints after he hears something terrible. It's like, oh god,
Yeah, yeah,
fall
yeah.
to the side.
That's it.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up now. Thanks everybody for joining us. It's been an epic day
Yep.
talking about epic gaming, and
That's
bro,
right.
thank you for being here with me, man.
Yeah, thanks for hanging. Thanks everybody for liking the stream and subscribing and all that stuff. And obviously, if you're new and you've enjoyed what you've seen, hang out with us in the Discord because we spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, link in the
This
description,
will be
guys.
fun, man. Oh, mate, I just realized how he got the green screen. It's this.
Yes. And
I
D
was like,
also
where is he
goes.
getting this green screen of me? Like, God damn it, you fricked me so hard.
D goes currently working on Shep's green screen memes, so you got that to look forward to tonight.
He's freaking talented as well. I'm fucked.
He is. He is.
God damn it.
All right, guys. Wait, Eddie, I double dare you to stream for 24 hours. Oh God, now I have to do it. He double dared me. Oh
He
God.
did double day. So, well, I'm off to bed, but you have a good 24-hour stream.
Well, all right. I'll see you here tomorrow.
Yeah, enjoy the next 22 hours, bruv.
Take it easy, everyone. Bye.
Thanks for hanging, boys. Still live. Awkward pause.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
triple dead. Gotta do it now.
Oh no.